Hi, and welcome to the lesson. We're reviewing fourth grade reading at home learning lesson 22, interpreting visual information. This is on pages 37 and 38 of your reading packet, or the reading portion of your packet. So when you're reading, especially in a nonfiction text, nonfiction is things that are real. A lot of times you'll have different types of visual information. There will be charts, graphs, pictures, photographs, diagrams, and interpreting that will help you understand what is being presented in the text. And in this example, a few years ago, I helped my science teacher set up a fish tank. The tank had 3 types of fish. We put in just 2 of the largest type of fish. So that's information that might be important. Just 2 of the, I'm not sure, 2 of the largest types of fish and many of the smaller types of fish. So many of the smaller, change that color. The tank is large enough to follow this rule. Each fish needs about 1 gallon of water to be healthy. So again, that's each fish needs about 1 gallon of 1 gallon of water. So that's information that might be handy. So looking at the chart, it's a picture of a fish tank, and it has on one side it has the number of fish going from 0 to 10, and then on the other axis it has the type of fish. There's the angel, the danio, and the tetra. Now from what I've read, I know that there are only 2 of the largest fish, so this shows that there are 2 angelfish, so those are the largest, and then many of the smaller types of fish. So danio and tetra. Looks like I have 8 of the danio and 6 of the tetra. Now I can infer from that that it may be that we go from biggest to smallest, so that the bigger the fish, the fewer there are. So that since the danio, there's the most of them, we could guess that maybe those are the smallest fish. That's not necessarily the case, though. Certainly the danio and tetra are smaller than the angel, since there are a lot of those. But it's not quite clear, based on what we have, whether danio and tetra are similar size or whether one is smaller or bigger than the other one. So if we look down, then so we're asked to interpret or figure out the information from the text and the graph. So we should have a good idea of how many fish are in the tank and what kinds of fish in there. And then we want to fill in this chart. So the text says what? The tank has 3 types of fish. Then what does the graph show? Well, it shows the 3 types of fish. It gives us names. It shows us the amount or the number of each type of fish. So we can put that information here. And what else does it say? Well, it says a couple things. It says that there's only 2 of the largest fish and many of the smaller fish. So the graph shows us again what numbers there are. We can infer from that which fish are larger and which are smaller. And finally, the text says that each fish needs about 1 gallon of water. So we can look at this, we can find the total number of fish, and we can get an idea of how many gallons of water it is. So based on that information, go ahead and fill out this chart, and then you'll be able to use that information. So you want to compare the information in the chart, and then what inferences can you make about the minimum number of gallons the tank should have. And then you want to draw a picture, maybe that you could use this as this box as to represent the tank, and draw a picture of the fish in the tank in order to help you. So we know some of them are going to be bigger, some of them are going to be smaller. There are a couple ways we could do that. So we could do this. We could do 2 of the angelfish. They're going to be pretty big. And then we can draw several smaller fish. I don't remember exactly how many there were. But anyway, so that gives you an idea of how you can approach it. But you fill in the chart your way. Use this space to draw the fish as you would and get an estimate of how many gallons the tank should hold. So go ahead and try that on your own. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me or to your homeroom teacher. And thank you for coming to the lesson.